Stacey and I love making soap. Taking you along today on my very first attempt ever at making pine tar soap. My socials media feeds have been full of people doing this lately and I was keen to give it a try. Starting there, I always check the weight of my scales. Check my scales with a couple of known weights to make sure everything is working. All PPE up and getting on to making the lye water solution. I got into soap making because I have sensitive skin that gets a bit cranky with commercial stuff, and I've heard pine tar is supposed to be awesome for sensitive skin. I made mine a Castile version today, so it's 100% olive oil, so it's probably going to be a good 6 months on the shelf curing before I can tell you whether it is good on my sensitive skin. And my sensitive skin is not the same as your sensitive skin. That's never quite the way that works, so anyway, here we go. Here comes the lye water. Moving on to measuring out the oils. Like I said, I made 100% olive oil here, but I've certainly seen online 1,000 different scenarios. Oh, no, it wasn't the oil, it was the pine tar. This stuff is thick and gloopy, and it smells like campfire smoke. So because of that, I picked a piney fragrance oil called Christmas Tree to go with it, figuring smoke and pine, that sounds like Christmas to me. Now we're up to the olive oil. Got ahead of myself before. Only making a pretty small batch today. I think it's about 200 grams. I say small batch, most of my batches are about 200 grams. I only make soap sort of for myself and my family, so there's only so much soap 5 people can go through in 1 week. Now the pine tar actually mixed into the olive oil super easy. I was expecting that to be a bit more of an effort, but it mixed in really quickly, and I've just gone ahead and added the fragrance oil at this point into the oils. The colour is a murky brown. If I had my time over, I think I'd add some activated charcoal and just take it all the way to black. The brown isn't particularly attractive. But the other thing about pine tar is that it speeds up trace like nobody's business. So I'm actually not using an emulsion blender or anything like that in this. I'm just going to mix it with my spatula. And here we go. Starting now, we're going to time this. How long does it take to make pine tar soap from adding the lye water to the oils without a stick blender and just mixing? So I speeded up this part of the video by 2 times, but you can see all I am doing is just mixing around with a spatula. Nothing electric, nothing high shear, just mixing. Like, if this was whipped cream, if this was cream, it would not be whipped by the end of this process. And all up in real time, this mixing took about 1 minute, I think, before I slow the video back down and show you the fact that we're basically at trace already. The colour makes it hard to spot the trace, but we are there, and it is thickening pretty much by the second. So this is one where you want everything in place instantly. There is no going to get equipment from other rooms with pine tar soap. Make sure it is all in front of you when you start. And I haven't gone for a loaf mold or anything here. I'm not quite sure how hard and how fast it's going to set up, so I just went for the individual pucks of soap. I know now after the fact that it was, because it was 100% olive oil soap, it was pretty soft, so like you could have easily done it in a loaf mould and cut it down the line. But then it's a tip for next time. Up from adding the lye water to scraping out the container, 4 minutes 6 seconds in real time. That has got to be a record for soap making for me. And here we are the next day, popping them out. I think you can see that I mushed up the corners of a couple. They were that soft. Get them out of the silicone and drying, and I look forward to giving them a try in about 6 months, as I tend to leave all of my Castile 100% olive oil soaps for that long. Thanks for joining me on this little soapy experiment, and like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.